You wake up, but you're not awake. The first thing you touch isn't the cold floor. It's your phone, Instagram, TikTok, people laughing, people winning, people living, and you, stuck in the same place. Same routine, on repeat, life on loop. You drink the same coffee, walk the same rooms. You pretend to think about the future, but all you do is replay the past. You have plans, ideas, dreams, but no movement. Life is passing by, and you're just watching. How many days have you already thrown away like this? How many Sundays ended with the same hollow thought? Nothing changed. It's not a lack of ability, it's a lack of decision. You know exactly what needs to be done. You're just not doing it, and that's killing you slowly. Because the world moves forward, and you stay seated, empty, trapped, stuck. The question is, how long can you tolerate this version of yourself? Someday, I'll start. Someday, things will get better. Someday, I'll become who I want to be. Lies. Lies you tell yourself to feel less guilty for not acting. Someday is the illusion that keeps you stuck. It's the comfortable pillow of procrastination. It's the fancy excuse that masks your fear. Because someday doesn't exist. There's only today. Just today. Tomorrow isn't promised. And even if it was, what makes you think you'll be ready? You prepare now. You build now, you bleed now, or you'll wake up 10 years from now, telling yourself the same empty story, feeling the same regret of never having started. How much longer will you wait? How long will you keep negotiating your life with empty promises? Someday is where the weak hide. The strong know the perfect moment never comes. They act anyway. Will you keep feeding that lie, or will you bury someday, once and for all? What are you waiting for? A sign, a savior, someone to take your hand and tell you exactly what to do? No one's coming. No one's going to carry you. No one's going to live your life for you. You're on your own. And that's not a curse. It's freedom. Because if no one's coming, it's all on you. And if it's all on you, then you hold the power. It doesn't matter if you lacked support, if you lacked love, if you lacked structure. You're still here, breathing, thinking, choosing, and that's enough to build with. You can use your past as a crutch, or as fuel. It's your choice. But understand this. Every time you point outward, you give your power away. Every time you wait, you grow weaker. Wake up, stand up, take control. It's your life, and no one's coming to save you from it. You say you're tired. Everyone is. You say you don't have time. That's a lie. You have time to scroll your feed, binge watch shows, and complain, but not to do what needs to be done? You don't know where to start? Start now. Wrong, clumsy, confused. Just start. Waiting to know everything before you act is just another excuse dressed up as perfectionism. Waiting for motivation? It's not coming. Because motivation isn't the cause, it's the result. It shows up after you take action, not before. Every excuse you invent is another brick in the wall between you and the life you say you want. Every "I can't" you whisper is another chain locking you in mediocrity. You're feeding a machine that only produces regret. Every "not today" becomes a never, and you don't even notice. Enough. You're not weak. You're just hiding behind pretty words to justify running away. Shut the machine down. Now. What you call peace is a prison. That warm bed, that soft couch, that predictable routine. They're not rest, they're shackles. Comfort is deceptive. It soothes you with promises of safety. But behind the silence, it's killing you slowly. Killing your ambition. Your hunger, your strength. You think you're okay, but you're stuck. You think you're safe, but you're stagnant. You think you're in control, but you're sedated. Comfort is an addiction. The more you indulge, the weaker you become. It makes you forget what you wanted, why you started, what you could become. And while you stay comfortable, time passes. The world moves. The strong advance. And you repeat another day, just like the last. That's why so many die while still breathing, because they thought life was about feeling good and forgot that growth hurts. Turn off the TV, get off the couch, get back in the fight. Your comfort zone is your death zone. You're waiting. Waiting for what? A sign? The money? The perfect motivation? Let me tell you something. The right time doesn't exist. It never has. It never will. Time is watching you. Every second that passes is a door closing. Do you feel that? That's the sound of life slipping away. While you think, plan, hesitate, it runs. Now is all you have. Now is a knife to your throat. You either move or disappear. There is no perfect tomorrow. There is only today. Raw, rough, uncomfortable, but real, and real is everything. You want to change your life? Then change it now. Not Monday, not next month, now. Take the first step, even if you don't know the second. Because here's the truth. If you never start, you'll never arrive. Time is the fairest resource on earth. We all get 24 hours. What you do with yours defines who you are. Motivation is a liar. It hits hard and disappears halfway through the fight. Today you're hyped. Tomorrow, empty. So what? You gonna stop? Discipline doesn't care how you feel. Discipline is knife between the teeth. It's presence. It's waking up tired and doing it anyway. It's looking in the mirror and saying, you're not failing today. Winners don't always feel like it. They act. Pain, fear, in boredom. They keep going because discipline is what remains when everything else falls apart, when no one's clapping, when everything goes wrong, when your mind begs for comfort. That's when you show who you really are. Not when it's easy, but when the only thing between you and failure is getting up and doing the work. You want results? Then forget inspiration. Build discipline like a soldier builds his shield. Brick by brick, day after day. Life doesn't wait for your mood. It answers to your consistency. You want to win? Good. But are you ready to pay the price? Success isn't luck. It's not charm. It's not destiny. It's sacrifice. You're gonna have to give things up. Distractions, pointless conversations, parties that lead nowhere, people who drag you down. You can't live like the majority and expect to stand out. You want to rise? Then stop acting like everyone else. The price is time. The price is focus. The price is isolation. You'll have to say no to instant pleasure, to comfort disguised as rest. To that voice in your head whispering, you've earned a break. You earned nothing. You owe yourself. You owe the promise you made to be more. Wake up every day and prove you're still in the fight. You want it? Then show it. Because in the end, success isn't handed to you. It's bought with sacrifice. You're going to fall. That's not a prediction. It's a guarantee, and that's okay. Failure isn't the end. It's the beginning of real growth. The difference between those who win and those who quit. Winners fall, learn, and keep going. Most people are afraid to fail, so they run. They run from effort, from discomfort, from life. But you're not most people. You need to understand, every failure carries a lesson. Every stumble reveals an adjustment. Every no gets you closer to a yes. Failure is necessary. It's the price of experience. It's the path to mastery. The only failure that teaches you nothing is the one that comes when you give up. Messed up? Good. Now fix it. Fell down? Fine. Now stand up. But don't stop. Never stop. Because failure isn't the end of the road. It's the pavement. It's what you build everything on. Time's up. No more waiting. No more I'll start Monday. It's now or never. You're at the edge, between sleepwalking through life or finally taking control. Enough rehearsing your own story. Enough waiting for signs. The universe isn't going to align for you. You have to act, with or without motivation. You want a life worth remembering? Then start writing pages that matter, with blood, sweat, and boldness. Because every day without action is an empty paragraph in your story. And at the end, what will be left? Pride or regret? Do you want to be remembered as someone who dreamed big but did little? Or as someone who did so much the dreams seemed small? The world has enough spectators. What it needs are protagonists. And there's only one way to become one. Step into the spotlight, now. Even if you're scared. Even if there's no guarantee. Even if there's no applause. So I'll ask you, will you exist? Or will you live? Will you follow, or will you lead? Will you dream, or will you conquer? Stand up, choose, and do, because time is up.